Aye, da Benado for inso and it was me there so and so on. Fimpinuni eduno and Siam Mobibia aha Mawakwaba Edeba Cstv News at 24 as Sumrenaso in Sama Etregu or Maimu Obi my so ye de Ebedaimo se Cassian and Semno Yansha de Bedimo Tintima Ankasa. Oko piemo ewo ajen kutoku wo mentimi ho ase ana ekosonde impemifo akasa machesa adwebro etimi enso aba afe ewutu senya yakase die eye omodwedi bia honom no eye adan ahodo achese enye no omobugo nene na weni nsema ahodo a yade eba besomo in that area service delivery samse block machinery and block manufacturing KS Rafimes Co Limited NAB Apartment Hotel and Office Crystal Direct Shop Omonomo so ya sende we ya edeka so e de e ba beso mu e de me so e mame ama bafo amayenda yonsumabra. Say na ye share nsem no aseyede ni ekwa akochire mu ewo Ghana mampeni na kachi na unim se Ghana mampeni nde ayade se we free omanmu akopie mu ewo Lyon France man mu wabra aye France mampeni Emmanuel Macron ato ensa efrede se wabra na dwumedie bi achese ewo hodon so obetibi aboa na efa apomode ese so no ebetibi akọ nenim na sa dwumedie no ase impenifo achese wo asoye wo hwe apomode ensem so afe amanhodo omunimde efa apomode ensem so agba bepie mu ewo sa dwubedie do asia and also eba bebo ma chese dwumedie wodi esi wona so no ebetimi akọ enkan na wo se woni suade hunna ne se obehwe ma apomode mapanso edimu na fe so eba adusua mu ensem edwodie bu eseba nina so betimi akototi.
Economic stability, to stabilize the macroeconomic environment, and we have done so, and also to create a more resilient economy. As we said, shocks will come. You cannot predict external events, but you must create an economy that is able to withstand those shocks. I know Iran and Israel and all have been fighting. So far, our economy has shown some resilience. We have almost 6 months of export cover. We have about 6 weeks. We have about 6 weeks of petroleum stock in our tanks, and so there's no danger of us running out of petroleum within the next 6 weeks. Even as we're using the reserve stocks, we also are replenishing it, and so there's no danger that we would have queues at filling stations and other places. In addition, and indeed the most important event that has taken place since last year is the performance of the Ghanaian currency.
Na unim se efia da etwe na chese ya jenkwa no owu ye ne nansa so na osore ye eno enanso e ma chese onmonyofo Ahmed Ibrahim ekopie mo ewo Pentecost ni kwabata ewo sakumo no wo chebo ese ehu hia pa ese affordable ye di ebe ye adihia di esanse eno betimi up.
Ghana is now the toast of the world. Africa is the hope of the world. Obi kase yem fa Ghana. Only Ghana for any Ghana. China for see all the 53 countries in Africa. Free trade, free tariffs, zero tariffs. Dear no more who are. Enyi bia yesu ye hu ana. Unless we pray for God to give us an insight, for God to give us the spirit of discernment, for God to open our eyes. Because sorry and Nipa mienu ano mudi nkomo obi say, are you the only stranger in Jerusalem? Oni omuko trasia ofa abodo pompa egusu di ma omu. Bible say omu di ye na no mu ani bie. Emo omu ani ba omu so. He's the Messiah. Ehwa no yira e. Ena no pai nyame ombie ya ni. Na ye hunu. Na sane Paul kan no na ma hunu. Eni owu soriye to me no. May that power of the resurrection make an opening in the life of Ghanaians. Now say ebamwa, nobody will lack, nobody will groom, nobody will complain. O benya udie, Mr. Benya mi die, Minua Benya ni die, Miri Benya ni die. We will live a life of happiness, and Ghana will be a happy country.
Limited. So we per blocks machines here eye papa. Na ne bonso esan eda form dia. Enye na enwani Ansel Company Limited. Ye were conveyor blocks machines, hydraulic blocks machines, pallets, any blocks machines in one accessories nyina. And nothing so blocks machines ahodro wo pani nyina bi nso ewo ho. Hwehwe ye kira kwan ene ya. Ye was Spinters Road 18 Junction. Ye ni KFC dan no na edi hwe animu. Freye e was 05240 and I say 0540725850. Ansel blocks machines papa pa efie.
Betu fa akọ eyemfifi mante yebegine mu ewo ewutu senya east meka say edie adan ahodo ewo kasoa edwedi bia no ade se ebi wo ho a senya ne ye bia esitie no enye kra ne saninti ade se assembly no etimi akobubu ni na se ne be ya emfa oye ne bia nso entimi emba.
Have a stakeholder engagement. Markets for any movie for more. Apart from that, I am for a more community system. And you also know when it comes to the assembly, one of the principal activity of the assembly is to generate money, IGS, for development. The opposite one, paving way for development of the budget. But before you start development, already know there are people who occupy the space. Into make markets, shirts, maybe beer or come on, woman. Over the Gavos, who are Amanda, who are my camera. See, some of them, share what most of them were even happy. And the Udi group of the community was usually them for share. Come. But also, I say, how much more again than this, it's very difficult for them to leave this place and say, it's good to
Kotokunu na wada na chesebeto edwa sedwedi bia ana sedwedi forward to jene ho ene alatafo ibi de abo enipa ya enye fedi agrama chesetutu so etibi ekọ so inde ya make say ede se adwobra etibi aba ye chirebu ede alatafo yi omokọ eye obi ba so kofa jededi bi eba aje kotoku ebeto no na Ghana for so chirebu ese senia alatafo no aje kotoku ahonum abosuno ama wodwedi bia anase edwa wodi ewo honum no akofom pa eye chairman oda eye Onion Seller Association Umaru echire sem ese
to say Nigeria for omopeni ni bayo no o ka we bi na youth no bufuo we to na o kan say omumpene nie na ya yete ha ye association baako nine no omo se omuntie asema ye re bukwamu enti ono dia obebu afaso na obi anu a obetima aye nia obetima aye ono na ehye youth no abofuo na omo se omo fu se sise na omo de bukwa ho no so omo fu se omo fu aso a enya de a omo so mbe pene na omo yi omo je na ema
Ebejina nsem we so na ya home site o ye ba ejede mu nsem dia ka echi ni na nso ye de ebeso.
The manager of Crystal Jewelry Pet Shop. Here, we have varieties of pet foods and accessories. When it comes to dog foods and cat foods, we have everything. We have the 25 kg pellets, the 20 kg, the 10 kg. We have Happy Home, High Performance, Dog Chew, Jack Pet Food, GC Puppy and Adults, High Retrieval, Happy Canine. When it comes to the leashes or the collars, we have everything, whether small, medium or large. We have their supplements, their vitamins, fish oils, medicated soaps, and their tablets. We also have the flea and tick sprays, their refreshers. And when it comes to their bowls, we have different types of bowls. Stainless or plastic bowls, medium, large. We have their traveling bags, their bathing tubs, their towels, and all their chains as well. We also do breeding of dogs and cats. Whether you are looking for poodles, puppies, any mixed breed, we have them. Foreign cats too are available. When it comes to their treats, we have the big bones, we have their biscuits, we have their snacks, we have our locations. One is located at East Legon American House, adjacent KB Clay, near Intifo Avenue Street. We also have a branch at Blue Lagoon, Sacramento, opposite the Ghana Poultry Farmers Association, General Anchor Street. You can contact us on 0243 03 2066 or 020 473 8175. At Crystal Jewelry, we will always want your pet to smile.
Maya Samu Bibia Aqua Babioda so Eshe Area Print Breakers here Cstv. So they meet so Mammy Ama Bafua they do so a dreadable and sem. So Ghana for a back shedding swan I watch a tremu and I just simply for a day a bed to a dry send that a year of a reason it was made that also is young Nanka a year pure water sachet water no or baby 2 man is a name no and I swear what should you do and say one could yank it and who a dear at just in there make us say pure water now I was a year 2 moon and there in 24 the other 2 a dry which should be saying at yes over 2. Ghana man Penny John Dramani Mahama wa bra okopie ewo kwewu business forum media wodi esi wose obeboa ma chese dwede bu sesu tv ejina bran no ana chese Ghana man Penny etu edwa wo trebo ese emfa ho ese Iran ni Israel to kwa ekoso achese US minus so ede wo ho agim ne kamia koyesim bi mu trebo ese to kwa ekoso ne mema ye fango biaye ananse fango aye yetimi ekofa every obi man so ebe o man no ho betimi akọ atwe na mmom no omapani kire se omo de yehye mapa egu akwema kire se fango bo no anase fango no nya de se ebesa ewo o man Ghana. Yebe free ho na yede yeni hremu ewo obi man so US man Penny Donald Trump anande wode atu edwa wo trebo ese wo intokwa ekoso ewo Iran na fe Israel man mu US man no wasrada wo ma won mfi anase na wo twen be se eduanan enum anasa enda eduanan enum ensent kwa ekoso ewo honum no betimi atwentwen so na so asema chese man Penny Donald Trump ede ekoma Israel anasa Iran no anya de so moji etu Yebe free hona yede ni atremu ewo agodie mu ensem Ghana man Penny John Dramani Mahama wa bra okopie mu ewo savana mantemu ana wo share ebo se obehwe na wetimi aye agroprama kese pa ewo sabia wo se ne be ya betimi aboa ma agodie mu senso etimi akoso.
The area of sports and recreation, the Savannah region is going to get a brand new sports stadium, Savannah Sports Stadium. We're also constructing modern 24-hour markets in every district in this region. So every region will get a modern 24-hour market. These markets will create job opportunities, business expansion, and continuous economic activity. And they are designed with the youth in mind. Opportunity does not announce itself, it must be prepared for.
Heart of Oak head coach Didi Dramani Nande wade atu edwa wo trebu se emfa ho ene agropama wo bekọ akwakodi anasa akwakobo akesie ninna ne se wo hwe se eye agropama no de eho hi anasa de eye a che se wo bekọ so akwakobo se obedi kunu se obedi tru ninna eye senia agropama no esi etie.
Honestly, I don't care where we play games. I don't really care. I don't care. All that I want is that at least we should get a suitable pitch to play. Everywhere you play well, and then the pitch is in favor and you play well, you should be able to win. Normally I don't know which games are away games and which games are home games. To be honest with you, every game that we go in with the mindset of trying our very best to play to win. Sometimes you get the results that you need. Other times you don't get. But that doesn't make you a vanquish. That just makes you that this is you. And you don't control outcomes. We can control who should play how many minutes, who should start the game, who should get out, what we should set up, how we have to do it. But we can't control outcomes.
Yedi yeni evetremu ewo obi mai so make us say UEFA Champions League quarterfinals no and there just Real Madrid and Bayern Munich de ebebo ni ewo Santiago Bernabeu just wabra bebo inimbre be se nonson and just sa akisi do ebetibi ato edwa na Real Madrid amo manager Kianike and yes Bayern Munich de on measure.
Having exceptional season at all levels in terms of play, in terms of results. It will surely be the most consistent team in Europe in what we call the season, and knowing the demands that will be next on us the pitch, the history we have with Inspire, which is always special for us. And of course the Bernabeu, another great Champions League night like the one we experienced, for example, against against Manchester City. One possible scenario, which is beating Bayern Munich and going through to the tie. That's our sole focus, our unshakable belief, and our only desire, wouldn't you say? Many things could happen to me, but the only thing that matters to me is what I think, and that is having a player like Mbappe is like this one. And I'm sure that we're going to see Kylian, well, giving his best and pulling the team along, as he's always known how to do, and with a lot of confidence in all the players, right? Just like you mentioned, Bellingham, other great players I have at my disposal. For me, it's lucky to be able to count on everyone and not have a team with 10 or 11 casualties as we've had on.
Champions League na Real Madrid de omo jimu tintima pa na so mudimu pa eye na so wo bebo homoden so woni won ebesi akan.
For us, I think is more that we have a lot of experience in this type of games. I think you have to respect that this game is partially played by tactics, but mainly played by details because of the quality of just the 11 players for both teams that are starting the game, and the ones that can still come onto the pitch and change the games. But to give an exact game plan, I mean, it's a little bit, you talk about Real Madrid, and of course, the version of Real Madrid that we have to prepare for is the best Real Madrid. The one that we saw against Man City, the one that performed in that game, that's what we have to prepare for. And then if you base it on that Real Madrid, then it's still one of the best teams in Europe. It's still maybe the toughest game you can play away from home in this competition. So those are all reasons in my eyes that make it a positive experience. We want to play this game. And
na Ghana ni Abrantia M12 Semenyo Oselakai Emma Manchester City nende odi atu edwa wo chirebo esa kesi achese efa eyekruwa hono o mebo Muhammadin pa itimi ajibi.
Yeah, I think we want to compete for all trophies, so it just shows where the club is at and what we're aspiring to do. So, yeah, it's great, and it's great for me. Another trip to Wembley, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, that's why I signed at the club. I want to be competing for all trophies, and yeah, it's unfortunate we're not in the Champions League, but at least we've got the Premier League and the FA Cup to compete for as well. So, hopefully we win.
Na yebefru ani yedini echremu ewo emijediebo esel so for wo hwe kwansra ho ensem ablaji fago mashi ana wo chremu esegana ban apao eyo foto bia chese wodi sika berum na aboa ma chese ndei eye ya kwansra ho senso etimi akoso. Ghanaian music producer Joseph Apia Edudona enim say friend say quick action and they were there at su edwa which remu ese Ghana for base or hamu chichemu edro kron de a bag my Ghana mamrana enya de se when nina say omo ewo dyslexia ya de ni bi.
Dyslexia no ewo negative and positive. Na eno nso nkyere say wo adwene mu how Nemum a tresse or baby, I was one who didn't warm. Into your footballers need be or ye dyslexic, but we call them our heroes. Okofazuma Nelson Bar on any brofo, but the inner quality, near one mono, or ben no cool down. And only ye projected through the book say Ubano, so who say or touch Mawa can kindly outdraw one. And find share bay and find share a few bosom and also be no. Nemo or be busrum could be a bit me a was our Hesadian. So dyslexia issue, it has to do with even a 1992 constitution. We almost research almost 90% of Ghanaian populace cannot read the constitution. Even those who read must read with a lawyer's mind to understand the content. And it makes citizens act and behave as if said they are not citizens. Because what I'm saying is that yeah, research.
Yede Cassiano NC answer Yede Cassiano we say ya fa a happy birthday sonko fa my blessing na akukao we efre o papa tete ono former bouncer wo Vienna City and afi so uncle puzzle mo say happy birthday and call ma blessing yakupon enhira wo na wonto won kwa enemu nesu eni so bia no ade se wo bompa yes yakupon betimi aye ede ama no wenyi ache ababaye opede padachi ahasene ebejan yede kasia ye boabo anu nna no so yede ebesi ewa hanyumo ko we no mo so ya sende wie yede kasia so ede ebeso mo Sarah's Jewelries Amsa Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing KS Raffiners Co Limited NAB Apartment Hotel and Alfonso Crystal Direct Shop Omo onomusawo ya say in that area ya yede kasia so ede ebeso mo ede am so e ma men ama bafua makra